know what's happening in our community? What events, people, and resources the City of Winchester have to offer? Hi, I'm Heloisa, and I invite you to learn more here at WinConnect. Welcome to WinConnect, your meeting point for talking, informing, and connecting with our community. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I'm here with Sarah, who has very big news to break. What do you have for us today?
Hi, Heloisa. Thanks for having me. Today, I'm so excited to talk about the city's budget because we have one, and that's the most important thing that we probably do as a city. So this budget will run from July 1st of 2026 through June 30th of 2027. It's going to be around $126 million, and some highlights from it include that there will be no real estate tax increases this year. Winchester Public Schools will be getting more than $1 million more than they got last year, and we're able to fund one new police officer position. Thanks to everybody who gave your input, to city staff or city councils came and spoke at public comment. We really appreciate your input. Next up, summer's here. Well, almost. Almost. So we want to come celebrate with us at Parks and Rec. Starting on Saturday, May 30th, we are having Splash Bash. So you can come to the outdoor pool at Jim Burnett Park on the 30th from noon until it gets dark. There's going to be food, music, inflatables, fun for the whole family. But the real highlight comes after dark. After dark is when the patriotic drone show starts. It's the first time anything like this has ever happened in the city. We're so excited to host it.
That's exciting.
So please come out, join us. It's a great way to kick off VA 250 in the city. Get ready for America's 250th birthday. And finally, last but certainly not least, is one of my favorite things, which is our Civic Leadership Academy. This is a program that runs for 9 months every year from September to May. And it's how you get kind of an inside, under the hood look at how the city operates and runs. You get to meet local officials, you get to visit different facilities across the city, and really get that insider's view. You meet with staff, you meet with city council. It's a great way if you've been thinking about serving on a board or commission to really get yourself ready and prepared. So if you're interested, you can log on to winchesterva.gov/academy and apply for a spot today.
Yeah.
And that's all that I have for today, Heloisa.
Oh, thank you so much. I cannot wait for summer, as you can see. My voice is still like in the winter time, but it'll get better. But thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
And up next in our community spotlight, we'll be talking about the Healing Fields of Honor with Abel and a very special guest. Don't miss it. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Have you, a friend, or a family member ever served in the military? Then you might have heard of the Healing Fields of Honor. Every Memorial Day, the Winchester Rotary Club holds a very special event that honors and recognizes the history of brave men and women that have served our community. To talk more about it, we have Mayor Les Veach and Healing Fields of Honor Committee Chair Abel in today's Community Spotlight. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the Healing Fields of Honor. What is it and how did it come about?
So the Healing Field of Honor, if you take the word apart, the words apart, it tells you a lot about it. Because it's a healing field. If there's someone in your life that you're missing, you can heal by dedicating or sponsoring a flag. And it's a field of honor because we're honoring, like you said, those that served in the military or those just have a special point in your life. Everyone's got a hero, whether it's a single parent, a teacher, a coach, a band director, someone that made a special impact on your life. You can dedicate a flag in this a field of 800 flags, and every flag tells a story. It's got a little tag that tells you the person and why it's special to you. And it brings together our community. So it really puts the memory in Memorial Day.
Wow. Yeah, this is very special. And how did you get involved with the event? And what have you learned helping?
Well, Mr. Mayor, if you want to go.
I got involved through Rotary. They're the ones that host this. And the first thing they had me do was hammering iron rods in the ground to hold flags. Well, I quickly learned to wear work gloves the next time I did that. But it's like Dan says, it's a healing field. And when you have hundreds of flags out there in this field, you go through, it shows you respect for that hero, no matter what they are, teacher, or just like you said, it could be anybody that you respect and you are honoring them, but it's really humbling. It really is. And that's what I get from the field.
Heloisa, I had just retired from the military in 2021, and I drove by the healing field.
Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you. For one of my first weekends after I just moved to Winchester. And I'm like, what is this? I mean, 800 flags is just so impactful. So I went ahead and researched and said, these Rotary guys do this. So I actually showed up at a Rotary meeting without knowing a single soul.
Really?
I met somebody at the chafing dish with the chicken and said, who are you? I'm Dan, and I think I want to find out what you guys do. And 6 years later now, I'm the chairman. So they found
my
a role for
goodness.
me here in the healing field.
You want to just learn about it, and then here
Yep.
you are.
There you
That's a beautiful story. And what can we expect from the event this year?
Well, there's a lot going on. Some things happen every year as far as the field itself. But as far as the actual events, it really kicks off on Thursday. And we do it purposely on the Thursday before Memorial Day because people have things to do on the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. But you figure Thursday, let's really put the special focus on where it should be for Memorial Day. And we'll be setting the flags up on Hanley Thursday morning. At 4 o'clock, there's a memorial ride that starts. The motorcycles will leave from Skyline Harley-Davidson on a memorial ride. Jimmy Lee, he's a local musician. He's going to warm up the crowd from 4 to 7 with some family-oriented patriotic music. And then it's not going to be a surprise when the ceremony kicks off at 6. The motorcycles will roll in. You'll hear them. The bagpipers are going to be doing their bagpiper thing. And then we'll kick off the ceremony. The motorcyclists will finish the flag posting with the flags that they bring in. And then the ceremony will have patriotic music. And then the culminating, it's going to have a military flyover where we sing each of the service songs. So everybody stands up. The Army guys stand up and sing the Army song, and the Air Force guys, and of course the most important song, the Coast Guard song.
Hey.
Everybody stands up and sings the Coast Guard song. And then C-17 from up in Martinsburg flies over, and then we get a parachute drop at the end with an American flag underneath.
I've heard of it.
This is how we kick it off. And then throughout the weekend, the 800 flags are flying. You can come out. You can either dedicate a flag there, or you could say, where is my flag? And this is one of the neatest parts of the event, is escorting folks out to their flag, because they want to tell you about their uncle or their grandpa or their father that they've dedicated the flag to. It's a beautiful May Day. The flags are flapping. You're walking amongst them, and they're telling about somebody that served their country or served them and what it means to them. And then the other thing we're doing on Thursday as well, from 4 to 7, we're having any group that works with veterans out on Hanley's grounds as well. So if somebody comes out and says, I served in the Army, and you say, are you hooked up with the Veterans Administration? Are you getting care? And they go, I just never, no, turn around, because those folks in the tent will get you registered with the benefits you deserve.
Wow.
And then on Monday at 3 o'clock at the culminating event, we sing patriotic songs again. We ring a bell for any Gold Star families. These are families that lost a member serving in the armed forces. And then the event culminates, and people claim their flag and take it home, and they get their tag. And
Sounds very touching and
yeah,
beautiful.
it is just a phenomenal, and it's a busy time from Thursday all the way until Monday closing ceremony. Did I miss anything, Mr. Mayor?
No, I think you got it all.
Okay.
I think to the citizens, it reflects our community, service, generosity, the spirit of the community. But it means that it also reminds us that we care and we stand united, whether military hero or teacher hero or even your spouse hero.
Everybody come together.
And one thing we are doing special for the 250th of the nation is 40 of these flags will be tagged by the Daughters of the American Revolution for a Revolutionary War hero from this area. So if you want to, you can walk through the field and see one that talks about somebody did something in the 1700s at the beginning of our nation and
Wow.
central to this as well. And we're going to have a musket volley at the kickoff as well, along with a colonial color guard. So we've really kind of meshed together with the Sons of the American Revolution, the Daughters of the American Revolution, the 250th in the healing field. So there's a lot to feel good about.
Amazing. Yeah, definitely.
I know one veteran that's going to be 102, so he wasn't old enough for that, was he?
Mr. Mayor, the Healing Fields of Honor is a fundraising event. So what is the impact it's had on the residents of Winchester?
Our community is very strong in nonprofits. We have over 300, but the service to those that need or those that care, we have a tremendous helping hand and big heart in Winchester, and this kind of reflects that, in my opinion. And it reminds us that we need to continue to do that.
Yeah.
Eloise, it's interesting. So when we looked at our priorities, the fundraiser part of it was number 3. Number 1 was to bring the community together.
Yep.
So I mean, really, the fact that it is a fundraiser, I don't want to say it's a byproduct, but it's kind of a nice feature of the fact that if you bring the community together and people pay to sponsor or adopt a
course.
flag,
It's a win-win.
it makes a little money. And this year we've picked 2 of our benefactors. One of them is Blue Ridge Cares Veterans Program. They have over 250 veterans enrolled, and obviously they're at the very end of their life. And this is to make sure that somebody there is there with a service pin, a special quilt that recognizes their service. They have a music therapist that comes in and they sing the service song with this person. So I mean, all this to make sure at the very end of the end, and for some of these folks, you talk to the folks who do at Blue Ridge, they'll tell you some of these veterans have not talked about their service their whole life. And it's the first time their family have heard, because they bring in a fellow veteran that'll say, tell me about your time. And people will talk to a fellow veteran about it that maybe they didn't talk about with their grandkids or their wife or their daughter and son. The other one is the Frederick County Law Enforcement Foundation is the other one that is looking out for our law enforcement folks and their families. Amazing. And the things that unfortunately the county can't pay for, maybe we can help them with. So the money we do raise, again, not the primary thing, but certainly it's an advantage, is going to go to 2 phenomenal things, which are looking at heroes, the veterans and our law enforcers. So Eloise, one of the things that we did do is we had a chance to follow up with a couple folks that sponsored flags. And we said, could you give us just a short video of why this flag is special to you and who this flag is focused on and why? And there's some powerful stories that are in there, and if we want to look at those.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I'm Beverly Garrison Simpson. This is my father, Manly Olin Simpson Jr. He was born in Front Royal, Virginia, Warren County on February the 11th, 1919. He attended and graduated from Randolph-Macon Military Academy and then Virginia Military Academy in 1942. He served in the United States Army in the 77th Cavalry Recon, which was a New York unit. He lost his life while leading his men in battle at Hacksaw Ridge on Okinawa on May 6, 1945. He was 26 years old. I had just turned 2. I'm very proud of him, but sorry I never got to know the man.
I want to dedicate this tag to my beloved husband for the years he spent in the Air Force. He has a great love of this country, and especially for the time spent in Vietnam. He lost 2 brothers who were there at the same time he was as a result of Vietnam, and he is now a totally disabled veteran. But I'm very proud of him, and I want to honor him. Thank you.
Dan, how can people support, donate, or learn more about the event?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, huge thanks to our presenting sponsor, which is Navy Federal Credit Union. They've always supported us with people to help with the setup and teardown. They've really stepped up financially. So it is the Rotary Club of Winchester's Healing Fields of Honor presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. So kudos to them. If anybody is interested in either a single flag, which is $50, and everything's yours when you're done, including the rebar that Mr. Mayor will put in the ground for you if you want. Or if you just want to adopt a flag, you don't need one. For $25, you adopt it, and the tag is yours. The other thing we have for businesses is they can go ahead and be a corporate sponsor, and based on the amount, then we'll cordon off a section of flags for them. And what some businesses will do is they'll then tag a flag in their section for any of their employees that served in the military. So it's kind of a neat way of supporting the event and supporting your employees as well. But you can go to Rotary Club of Winchester / Healing Field, and all the information's right there.
Great.
If I may add on to that, when you sponsor a flag, you get to keep the rod and the flag. And you'll see driving around Winchester now during this time, the people that are already previously sponsored now have it in their yard, which looks great.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Thank you both for coming to the show. If you want to learn more about Healing Fields of Honor, you can go to rotaryclubofwinchester.org. We'll be right back. Are you liking WinConnect? Would you like to see more videos? We want to continue supporting our Winchester community. If you have any suggestions on what to cover next, leave a comment below with your topic ideas. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.